I should do a dance. I feel like I should do a dance whenever I come in early. What dance should I do? No. No, I need to stop dancing. All right. Let's give it about one more minute. One more minute. Can't be dancing too much. Maybe I can. D said the Kid and Play. I got to figure out a way to do the Kid and Play live. I need everybody's creative help. What is a good way I can do the Kid and Play live? Because I will do it with a desk and the chair. Oh my goodness. All right. All right. Welcome to day one. Let's get it started. So, as per usual, we're going to get ourselves into the swing of things with at least one mindfulness based movement or one reflective movement. I get that sometimes, the word mindfulness for people or the word meditation for people can still be a charged word. I understand that. In case you're new to the channel, here's what's up. Mindfulness simply means being aware. Meditation at its root simply means to listen or to be receptive. And so all we're doing is, as we begin these sessions, allowing ourselves to be more aware of the quality of our movement. Now, sometimes those movements can be large. Sometimes those movements can seem really slight or very subtle. And what I've found over the years, I've been doing this for over 9,000 hours now, as far as actually teaching out the techniques. Sometimes it's the things that seem the most subtle that for many of us can seem to be the most challenging. And you tell somebody to breathe. I am breathing. Are you sure you're breathing? How do you know you're breathing? Let's take a long breath. I know I'm taking a long breath. Are you sure? Let's revisit that. And as we occasionally will go through some of those techniques, really allowing ourselves to bring more awareness to the breath or small, subtle movements within the body. So often the response can be, oh my gosh, I didn't realize I really haven't been breathing. Or I didn't realize that's how I've been moving. Or I just didn't know that that's how I had been carrying myself in my body. And wow, don't I feel different now that I'm allowing myself to change how I breathe? Isn't my perspective in life a little bit different now that I'm finding myself carrying myself just a little bit differently in my body, or moving in a way that has more intention that's mated to it? And so I say it because it's true. These sessions are really to just build up that foundational level of awareness. So you can take yourself to the next level. You can have a reference point for friends and loved ones to perhaps take themselves to their next level. Organizations, groups, departments, the same, take them to the next level. And really, all of us want to be our best selves. All of us want to grow, whether we consciously articulate that or not. We all want to see what our potential is and live into that. And whether you want to believe it right now or not, a reflective practice can really allow you to do that, and to do that more efficiently. Why am I saying that? Because that fundamental awareness is reminding you, here's where you are right now. And with clarity of where you are right now, that helps you to more clearly see where it is you might want to be going, where it is you came from. As we allow ourselves to be present and aware, um, not only does that allow us to see facts on the ground or things as they are clearly in present time, but because they do, that gives us the additional ability, or that allows us the opportunity, if you will, to leverage that clarity so that we can be more insightful and planful for our next step. And honestly, the next 3 steps, the next 5 steps, the next 7 steps, where we've been able to simply observe that in more detail and observe that with a bit more compassion and empathy, taking more of those decision making factors into account. So, whether we want to call it social emotional learning, or if we simply want to call it leadership or personal development, this is for you. All right. One more piece of housekeeping, and we're gonna get down to business for today. I know that in some of the replays that folks have been exposed to, occasionally there'll be a question of, well, do I, need to sign into anything? Do I need to do anything special in order to drop in on any of the live events? And the answer is no. Uh, just come on in. Occasionally, there have been some technical issues, not sure what that is, but here's what I am aware of. The more that we get our likes up and the more that we get people subscribing to the channel, the more opportunity there is for me to post longer, deeper, richer content. I want to be able to do that. So if you haven't already subscribed, this is your invitation. Go ahead and subscribe, hit the subscribe button down below, or go ahead and click on the like button. Take an additional step beyond that. If you're already subscribed, make sure that you've hit the alert as well. New content is being added as we roll forward with the day one series. And one of the big things I'm really happy to share out is that our animation series is coming back. I love it. You love it. This is for you. Again, I just get a kick out of people's responses when I can drop in on different groups or organizations, and they just get a kick out of playing animations, and they feel a little bit more youthful and don't necessarily take themselves as seriously, even if it's just for that 3 minutes or 4 minutes. But that allows them an opportunity to change their perspective. And even though they're not taking themselves seriously, they can more seriously take their role and their goal. And really, isn't that what we need, is that change of perspective every now and then to remind us why we're here, what we're doing, and what our best practices going forward towards our goal. I love to be able to hear and to see some of the responses when I drop by on classrooms and see how, oh my gosh, you're the voice. And how many views do you have? How many likes do you have? We want to help you get there. Okay, thank you. So the animation is going to be coming back soon. Again, subscribe and click on the alert button as well, so you can be the first to be notified. But to the extent that we keep adding content, I got some goodies in the vault. I'm taking them out the vault. I want to share them with you, and as subscriptions go up, as likes go up, you're going to be hearing and seeing a lot more of that. I think that's about it for housekeeping. Let's get into it. It's day one. It's a new day. So today we're going to get ourselves started with movement. Some people call it the bear grip. I like to call it the washing machine, because oftentimes that's a great piece of imagery for us with what we're doing. So here's what's up. Whether you are sitting down, or even if you have to be standing up, happen to be standing up for whatever reason, what I'm going to invite us to do then is to place the right arm in front of the body so it's parallel with the floor. And you'll observe my right palm right now is facing down. I'm going to go ahead and bring my left arm up, and both my arms are floating in front of my chest. So I'm not trying to touch my sternum. I'm not trying to hit my body right now. But as my arms are parallel to the floor, I'm just going to grip the fingers, or clasp the fingers together. Now, as I clasp those fingers together, allow yourself to observe a slight pulling between those clasped fingers. Now, we're not trying to pull so hard that we're hurting ourselves, but just allow yourself to notice a little bit of tension. Sit up a little bit straighter as the body allows. And if you're a visual person, this is your time. I'm going to invite you to visualize that there's a string that's either pulling you further up towards the ceiling from the area of your sternum or from the crown of your head. Shoulder blades come slightly further back. And as we inhale now, we're just going to twist from the torso, not the neck. Inhale and twist to the left. And then as we exhale, twist all the way to the right as the body allows. We're just going to give ourselves a few moments to do this together. So inhaling left, exhaling right. This is just in and out through the nose. 2 more times now. Inhale left, exhale right. 1 more time. Inhaling left, exhale right. With this last inhale, we're just inhaling to center. And as we do, pull, 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 tension. Exhale, relax. Exhale, relax. Take a few moments to just breathe here. If you're finding that you might want to momentarily roll out the shoulders, shake out the arms, or flick out the fingers and the wrists, that's fine. Now, for the sake of equity, what's another way that we could employ a movement strategy like this without having to worry about twisting the body all the way from the torso? Maybe that just seems like we're calling too much attention to ourselves. That's too much work, whatever the reason. What's another way we can approach this? Let's try one option then. So from where we are, we're simply going to inhale as the neck turns, or as the head turns from the neck to the left. So we're inhaling, turn the head to the left. As we exhale now, turn the head to the right. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhaling left. And as we're doing this, keep pulling up or lifting up at the crown. We don't want to be tilting the head. Exhale to the right. Keep the head straight. Work to isolate. We're not moving the shoulders at all. Last time. Inhale. Turn the head to the left. And as we exhale, turn the head to the right. And as we inhale again, come back to center. Exhale, relax. Now I'm going to give you just one more option here. There's one more option. Again, maybe turning the head just seems like we're calling too much attention to ourselves. Okay. Final option for today. From where you are, again, as the body allows, allow the body to be as still as possible. And on the inhale, we're just going to look to the left. As we exhale, we're slowly bringing the gaze to the right. 2 more times. Inhale, eyes to the left. Exhale, eyes to the right. Last time now. Inhale, eyes to the left, or gaze to the left. Last time now. Exhale, gaze to the right. Now slowly inhale back to center. And if you like, you just take a few moments to lower the eyelids or close the eyes, or simply blink, stretch, look around, settle in. Take a few moments just to observe if the body feels different or if the body feels at all the same as before. All right. So as we come back into present time together now, there's 2 more techniques we're going to go through as far as reflective practices or mindfulness techniques or even a meditation technique. And in later sessions, we'll get a little bit deeper into what might make a mindfulness technique, what might make a meditation a meditation. There is a difference. We'll save that one for later. For right now, let's go into our first reflective practice for today. And that first reflective practice, today I'm calling it the lock and key technique. Today I'm going to call it the lock and key technique. And whether your eyes are open or whether your eyes are closed, right now that's up to you. If you feel like you want to keep the eyes open, but simply lower the gaze just a bit to help increase the focus, that is fine. As always, I'm going to talk you through the process. I'll be doing these techniques with you as we go along. So, as we begin the lock and key technique today, again, whether the eyes are open or whether the eyes are closed, here's the invitation. Allow yourself now in your imagination or in your mind's eye, just begin to identify or remember or observe a time when you did your best. Remember or observe or identify a time when you did your best, when you knew you did your best. Or if I can say that another way, identify or think about a time when you felt successful, when you felt like you were at your most successful and at your strongest, at your smartest, at your most capable, your most effective, and your most impactful. And don't get too hung up on trying to use words to describe it to yourself. Yes, you can bring into that recollection the visuals. You might even want to bring the sounds in or whatever other physical sensations may have been going on at the time. But allow yourself now in that recollection or that observation, allow yourself now to notice the feeling of being successful. Notice how that feels for you. Notice how being strong, impactful, effective, just allow yourself to notice and observe how that feels for you within your physical body. Notice the quality of the feeling. And as you're noticing the quality of that feeling right now, again, don't get hung up on trying to use words to verbalize it. We're not attempting to label the quality of that feeling of success, but just feel it. And as you allow that feeling to grow and settle, and as you're able to identify it, just allow yourself to begin to just squeeze your pinky, squeeze your pinky, squeeze your pinky. It might sound weird, but trust me, just squeeze your pinky. We're not trying to hurt ourselves, but just squeeze it. If squeezing your pinky is not an option, then just go ahead and close the eyes and blink. Close the eyes. And if you're grabbing hold of your pinky now, just slowly release the pinky. If the eyes are closed, go ahead and open the eyes back up. Settle into your breath and just relax. Just relax for a few moments. Now, congratulations. You just experienced a wee bit of whole body learning and you just programmed yourself. And this is what I mean when I say that. I've often used this technique when people might have any kind of anxiety around public speaking, finishing out projects, um, sports performance, etc. Um, but what we're doing here is we're setting ourselves up for success in that, number one, we're able to have a point of reference that we're identifying for success, for effectiveness, for achievement, for focus. And then we're creating for ourselves a very clear pathway or a key, if you will, to unlocking that sense of focus, that sense of success, that sense of achievement. And so, the same way that I've told those people that I've dealt with when they're worried about keeping their focus in the clutch, when they're trying to, be in a high pressure game, when they have to make a presentation and there's a lot on the line, when there's a particular speech or presentation that they have to give. Whenever you're feeling yourself a little bit out of balance, a little bit anxious or nervous now, or and as you do that, allow that feeling of success, of presence, of effectiveness, of strength to come back to you. There you go. So, we're going to begin to progressively build on this concept with our next technique for today. And we're going to call this for today a return to presence. And here's how we're going to do that today. Now, I'll talk you through it at first so you don't think I'm trying to do anything too far out there, or at least too much further out there. But here's going to be the setup for today. When we're talking about the return to the presence technique, here's what we're looking to do. As we allow our physical bodies to come into a more relaxed position and a more relaxed state, you're going to hear me invite you to think of a time and think of a place where you feel your strongest. Think of a place where you can feel your most safe or your safest. And think of a place where you are your most successful. So think of a place where you are your strongest, your safest, your most successful. And I'm going to invite you to simply observe and explore that place. And I'm going to allow you to explore that place and observe that place for the space of 1 minute. I'll be doing this with you, but I will also be keeping time. I'm going to invite us then to come back into present time here and now for the space of 20 seconds. At the end of 20 seconds, the invitation is let's go back now to that safe place, to that happy place, to that place of strength and success. Go back to that place. And as we go back to that place to observe and to explore, again, I'll be doing it with you, but keeping time, that's going to be for 2 minutes. And at the end of that 2 minute period of time, I'm going to call us back into present time for the space of 10 seconds. After that space of 10 seconds in present time, I'm going to invite us to go back for a final time to that safe place, to that happy place, to that place of strength and success. I'm going to allow us to be there for a total of 3 minutes. And then finally, I'll call us back into present time. Now, maybe the rationale behind that is obvious to you right now. Fine if it is, fine if it's not. I'll unpack a little bit of that on the back end of this meditation. So we're going into the meditation or the technique for returning to presence. So if you're not already there, get yourself in a comfortable position now. Find yourself in a comfortable position now. And as I'm sitting in a chair, my feet are going to be flat on the floor. My back and my neck are going to be a little bit straighter. I'm going to be relaxing my hands and my arms. We don't need to do anything particularly fancy or special with the hands or the arms now. Now you're welcome to have your eyes open if you'd like. That's fine. If for whatever reason you feel more comfortable with eyelids lowered, or maybe you feel like it's easier to hold focus with eyelids lowered or eyes closed, again, that's okay. Right now in this meditation, you're safe. So I'm going to be lowering my eyelids myself as I do this with you, again, really just to keep time. And so as we begin together now, let's begin together with a long inhale through the nose. Long exhale through the mouth. Again, long inhale through the nose. Long exhale through the mouth. And just begin to allow yourself to settle into the breathing now. In and out through the nose. Settle into the breathing now. In and out through the nose. As we allow ourselves to settle into the breathing now, in and out through the nose, right now you're welcome to consider that there's really nowhere else that we need to be other than right here and right now. And so as we allow ourselves to just begin to consider that there's really nowhere else that we need to be other than right here and right now. Right now, you're welcome to simply allow the breath to become a little bit longer now. And that means a little bit longer on the inhale, a little bit longer on the exhale. Relaxing just a little bit more now. Relaxing just a little bit more now. Now, in your imagination or in your mind's eye, allow yourself now to observe or to remember or to just think about a place where you feel you're safest, where you feel you are your strongest, and where you know that you can be your best. Think of a place now. Remember a place or observe a place now where you feel you're safest, you feel you're strongest, and you feel you're most successful. Now, for some, maybe this is a place that you can go to daily in present time, and that's maybe you're identifying a place that's in your past or even your distant past, and that's okay. If it's somewhere in your past or even your distant past, you're welcome to go there now. Perhaps you're identifying a place of your pure imagination, and that's okay. Sometimes that might even be the best place to be, a place of pure imagination. That's okay. If that's where you need to go, then go there. Go to the place where you feel safest, where you feel your strongest, where you feel like you are your best, your most successful. And simply allow yourself to observe and to explore. Observe and explore. You have 1 minute now. Slowly and safely, let's begin to come back into present time now. As we come back into present time now, long inhale through the nose. Long exhale through the mouth. Blink, stretch, look around. We have 20 seconds. We have 20 seconds. Settle into present time, here and now. Now, long inhale through the nose. Long exhale through the mouth. Go back to your place. Go back to your place now. The place where you feel safest. Place where you feel strongest. The place where you feel most successful and that you can do your best. Your place is waiting for you. Your place is waiting for you. 2 minutes. Observe and explore. Slowly and safely now. Let's begin to return back into present time, here and now. Long inhale through the nose. Long exhale through the mouth. Blink, stretch, look around. If you need to rotate out the shoulders, flick out the wrists or the arms, that's fine. We have 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Be in present time, here and now. All right. Long inhale through the nose. Long exhale through the mouth. Return to your happy place. Return to your safe place. Return to your place of strength and success. The place where you can be your best. We have 3 minutes, beginning now. Continue to observe and explore. This place is only for you. Observe and explore. Slowly and safely now, let's begin to return back into present time. Together, long inhale through the nose. Long exhale through the mouth. Begin to wiggle the fingers now. Wiggle the toes. Let's do that 2 more times. Long inhale through the nose. Long exhale through the mouth. Begin to rotate the wrists now. Rotate the ankles. Small circles at the wrists. Small circles at the ankles. Last time together. Long inhale through the nose. Long exhale through the mouth. Blink, stretch, look around. Allow yourself to be more fully present, more fully alert, fully awake here and now. Settle in. All right, so that's the technique for what I call returning to presence. You are welcome to revisit that technique in your own personal practice. Play around with the time. Maybe you're starting off at 2 minutes and expanding out to 5 minutes or 7 minutes. One of the most consistent questions that I'll get around developing a personal reflective practice or meditative practice seems to be around time and this presumption that mindfulness and meditation lived exclusively in the world of silent stillness for 10 plus minutes. And that's just not true. And that's just not real. And that's why I tend to lean into this term or this idea of decolonizing mindfulness. Mindfulness can look so many ways. It lives in so many ways. Reflective practices, meditations exist throughout so many cultures, so many modalities throughout time. Pick a modality, pick a culture. I guarantee you, I can identify for you a reflective practice, a mindfulness practice, a meditative practice, whether or not those words were ever used within the culture. So to that end, if you have questions about that technique or any of the other techniques that we've shared out through the other sessions, and those other sessions have links, and those other session links are going to be in the description down below. So feel free to look into those. We'll attempt to, as best we can going forward, provide the last 3 session links. Or occasionally you'll see us sometimes loop back around and break up specific movements or specific techniques, again, to make it more accessible, make it more practical for you. And we'll include additional links to additional smaller techniques or shorter techniques there. But listen, if you have any questions, email us. If there are questions about movement, even yoga, because Healing House Yoga is a registered yoga school with Yoga Alliance. We certify people that teach yoga and meditation. Send us a question. That's question at healinghouseyoga.com. Question at healinghouseyoga.com. If the question is tending to trend a little bit more toward personal meditation or reflective practice, your personal mindfulness practice, how do I get started? Here's my situation. What are some specific techniques for me? Maybe you're wanting to set up some individual mindfulness or meditation-based coaching sessions to really dig deeper into your personal practice. That's fine. Reach out to us. The email is question at Mindful Eye Consulting. That's question singular at mindful, the letter I, consulting.com. All right, listen, enjoy the rest of your day. Do great things. Be well.